Boom.
What is up?
Let
What is
me
up? What
get
is
it
up?
up. Fantastic. Boy, we have some interesting things to talk about tonight.
Yeah, we always do, man. I mean, we got so much we could possibly talk about, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready to debate. I'm ready for whatever the conversation brings us. Let's go, Mr. MMA now.
I I definitely think we should start first with the whole situation right now with Raja.
Oh, with Raja.
I kind of want to get that out of the way in the beginning because we're going to get questions about it. It's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, we gotta talk about that. You
Yeah,
can't really do something like that. It's a big deal. It's a nasty, nasty thing, and
yeah,
I think, and my honest opinions are probably a little bit surprising, but generally, I think that people making it about did the guy die? No, he didn't die, but he came close.
no,
I
yep,
think I think the people saying the kid should get off scot free, that he made a mistake. I think that's an ignorant fucking take. I think that's so stupid. But at the same time, like people making it about race and just causing further division, I think that's probably not very good either. And
yes, I
ultimately,
agree.
I think if the kid gets a light sentence or a heavy sentence, nobody's going to be happy. So I really don't know what's
Correct.
going to happen to the situation. It's a very ugly thing. I think the best
Yeah,
case scenario is that Raj accepts, and people need to realize, because a lot of people are making this about race. Raj
yep,
has never mentioned race once. He's never
nope,
said anything
nope,
regarding that. But the visual of like a army veteran just getting jumped, like it was a very bad visual. Like
yeah,
it's a terrible thing. He needs to accept like the 10 years that he gets. He needs to accept it. I mean, I think that's obviously like attempted murder because he did try to kill him. He needs to
yeah,
accept it. He needs to apologize for what he did, and he can't have like any smart ass comments or try to deflect. He
yep,
just needs to accept this shit. Be like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to grow as a person. This was an awful mistake. And
yeah,
that's crazy because that's his like prime of his life, like gone like that. But you can't
yep.
try to kill somebody.
No, two things. I said before we did this, I had seen MMA Joey talked about it, and he's been obviously upset about it, as everybody should be.
Yeah.
He said it looks like they're gonna say it was um, a wrestling thing that went too far, and all of those things. The biggest problem I have with it, besides him doing what he did, which is fucking disgusting,
Yeah.
is the first video you see is him jumping over the fucking seating area to go in there. And then more videos come out showing what the other guy, drunkenly was doing and all this stuff. The problem with it is people tend to forget that they shake hands. After he was upset with the guy for smashing the beer can on his head, he was upset with him. And then they shook hands.
Yeah.
I do think there is something to be said that Raj was concussed. I do think that is a thing. The problem with it is you slammed him on his head, he's out cold. And then you hit him 20 fucking more times. What are we doing? What the fuck are we doing?
It's attempted murder. It was the most ignorant. It was the most fucking stupidest fucking thing that anybody could have
Yeah.
possibly done. And I mean, that's attempted murder. That's the end of the story.
Yep.
The kid needs to go to jail. But I feel like
Yeah.
like spreading this story and trying to like stretch it out, like MMA Joey's kind of doing, and he's trying to get all these like. I think he's like, oh, this is a publicity stunt gone wrong. Well, yeah, obviously it's a pro wrestling match. Fucking fat stupid. Like, are you stupid, dude? Yeah, it's a pro wrestling thing. You're not supposed to really try to fucking murder somebody. That's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he was upset about it because he didn't want people to turn it into, oh, it was a pro wrestling gimmick. No. He jumped over there because he was mad. He was on a live stream. They were bullying him or whatever, rage baiting him. And then he went in there and did what he did. Dude, you could have fucking killed him. You could have killed him.
The beer can he threw at them, that's a prop, right? It was a prop beer can.
Yeah.
It's a
yeah.
fake
The problem is, and I do understand this point, is if Raj wasn't expecting it and the guy came up and he just smashed it, whether it's fake or not, why are you hitting my head? I was just concussed. So I understand the him being like a little upset about that. The problem I have is they shake hands. They fucking shake hands.
It was a little thing. It's like, yeah, I can understand.
More than 20 times, yeah.
He was like, oh, yeah, I'm a little bit mad because of that. He wasn't a little bit mad. He tried to fucking kill him. He tried to end his life. And it was just because Chief Keef was playing. That's the fucking reason. He got hyped up on that Chief Keef. He tried to fucking kill the dude. It was a horrible situation.
And then everybody just sat there and just watched it happen. And then they were like, oh, fuck, this is too much.
People were like, oh,
you got to stop it.
Because it's pro wrestling. People are like, oh, I don't know if this is real.
Yeah.
I don't think people realized in the moment that this shit's fucking real. And it's
dude,
bad.
Yeah. Dude, when I seen it, I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, stop. Because we, as watching fights all the time, we understand you can't keep hitting somebody like that.
No.
That's a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And I when I brought it up and I talked about it at work, I said he needs to be in trouble for it. I don't think he should spend the rest of his life in trouble like that, but I think he should. I think he should be in trouble. Should he never fight again? Possibly. You can't do that.
He was 25 years old. That's my other issue. It's like Sean Strickland type in with something stupid. He's like, oh, when I was 18, I beat somebody up. So I really understand it. One, it's like beating somebody up and premeditated attempted murder are very different. Because this is premeditated. He talked about it on a stream, like, oh, what he's going to do and shit, right?
Yeah.
But also, he is 25 years old. He's a grown man.
Yeah.
He's a grown man. That's it. He's a grown fucking man.
Yep. He's a grown man. And like I said, I don't think he should ever be able to fight in the cage ever again. I think he should take classes like Strickland did. And I thought what Strickland did was fucking bullshit. Going in that cage, whether that guy was doing whatever, you cannot go in the cage and punch a fucking fighter because he's mimicking shit to you. Yeah, yell at him, fine, but what the fuck are you doing, Strickland? You're a former world champion. Sit back, shut up. Come on, like you're worlds above him. Why are we doing this? It's such a bad look. I thought it was a bad look years ago when Conor jumped the Bellator cage and went to the ref. Like, hey, dude, you can't do that. You know the places. We know what we're doing.
That's just how I see people even defending Raj and be like, well, what about Conor? And I'm just like, dude, fucking nobody's talking about Conor. This happened yesterday. No, and nobody's out there like, oh, Conor didn't fucking do anything. That just pisses me off, dude.
Yep.
That's just fucked up. This is just disgusting. And like fucking dude, he was like a fucking he is like animalistic. It's like you have no, like you need some impulse control.
And the worst part about it, obviously, besides everything, is he punches them all those times, gives off because someone pulls him off. He goes back and does it again. He goes back. Oh God, I can't stand it. It infuriates me. But let's go to some fun fights. So I don't know about you. I don't think you were.
Sorry, my microphone was muted.
You're good. You're good.
I didn't know that. One more thing before we move on. The only thing that really bothers me about this Roger situation is like he grew up like a privileged, like his dad's a multimillionaire. He grew up a privileged life. There's no excuse. There's no like socioeconomic. That is just like it's just a fucking stupid fucking thing, dude. Like,
still wrong, Lolita. Exactly.
It just doesn't make any sense. The kid grew up
even what Khabib did.
Then he does something like that.
Like Lolita is saying, even what Khabib did, that's fucking wrong. If you have a beef, fine. You can't do that. You can't fight in the crowd. You can't do that. When Dreykus and Strickland fought in the crowd, you can't do that shit. I mean, it's the same shit. It's the same thing. That could have been pure chaos with innocents getting injured. Yep. Like, legitimately, that man could have been killed. We could be talking that, this guy passed away from injuries that were suffered at this event. And then he goes away for the rest of his life. He's lucky. 9 times out of 10, I think that person doesn't make it. It was so bad. It was so fucking bad.
Thank God that dude survived.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because if it didn't, I mean, he's lucky that he survived. And like I said, 9 times out of 10, he does not survive. It was so bad.
There's a reason we got referees in MMA, dude. If a guy goes, there's a reason like that Masvidal Oscar shit. Like even that Pereira out of like, could you just imagine if that shit just was let happen?
Oh God, he just kept hitting him.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
It's just
man. I don't want to talk about it. It pisses me off so much. I'll move on. But yeah, that shit just pisses me off.
Lolita, I don't think it has anything to do with Rampage. I don't think Rampage is at fault with this. I think when he was even on Rogan's and Raja was with him, he was telling him that he's mouths off to him sometimes, and he gets put in his place. Like, you can't do that, and it's on Raja. Raja didn't control his temper, didn't he made the choice of doing it and talked about it beforehand. So, yeah, what I was going to talk about or previously was, did you go live for the China card?
No, I don't. I'll go live for cards that aren't UFC. It's a little bit. It's just too much. I'd rather watch UFC with my friends than
Okay.
But I did watch the China card, and
Okay.
few surprises, honestly, few surprises. But it
Yep.
was a, you know what, and obviously people like, I'm not encouraging the UFC just like become like more, and I don't know, man. The China crowd was just amazing. That's something that
Dude, yeah.
Their crowd.
People were
so,
shitting all over the
so
card, and I was like, dude, that card was fucking great.
That so
crowd was awesome.
They're so receptive. They really made that. And also, there were some sick finishes and some sick fights.
Yep.
Like, what's his name?
Yep.
Yiza. No, not Yiza.
Yep.
Long Jiao. The elbows were so crazy.
Yep. I did think you won. I didn't think it was controversial. I thought you won the first 2 rounds. But I thought the other guy won the third, clearly.
Yeah, I think it's a bad look because if you look at it, like, he got outstruck 81-66.
A lot of that was that third round and the elbows. He threw like 30 elbows.
Realize, like, it's round to round scoring, and that's just how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
The Yiza shit was fucking crazy.
That was crazy.
I would have stopped that shit when that kid was young. You're gonna do what I say. Yeah, man, I agree with you, Lolita. That's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then Kyle Dawkins. I called that one. That was fucking
Me too.
Cool.
I said
that.
Kyle Dawkins is. I thought he was gonna sub him. I didn't know. I thought it was like Kyle Dawkins is gonna win this one. I've been saying that.
Yep. I picked Kyle Dawkins, and I said it's mainly because how shit Pereira's looked. He's looked lethargic.
Pereira is in like that. Dude, this is what happens. Is he training with that team? It's the same thing that happened with Johnny Walker, dude. Johnny Walker did this shit too. He built his entire career on being explosive and crazy. Okay.
Yep.
It messes him up one time, like in the Anthony Hernandez fight, and then he just abandons everything and tries to be a slow, technical, methodical fighter. Then they just gas out because that's not what you're meant to do. He did that against Abyss. It was shit. It was horrible. Did that against Dawkins. And, with it, he's so slow, just had his chin up in the air. Dawkins fucking caught him pretty quick. Yep.
And on Dawkins' credit, he had nothing to lose. He had nothing to lose. Took it on 4 days notice.
I've been paying attention to Kyle Dawkins. He's on a tear right now.
5-fight win streak now.
Yeah, 5-fight win streak now. And,
I mean, the opponents he's fought's not been great, but
he's fought some decent guys like Keenan Powdershuk and Greg Ellis. So one of those guys, 17-8. That's not the craziest record, but he's been tearing it up in Cage Fury, and he's been looking good. Only losses were to Anders, Deludze, Brendan Allen. The Kevin Holland fight, he almost had Kevin Holland out.
Yeah, that was a headbutt. That was weird. That was a weird one.
That was a weird one, but
yeah,
he's not a bad fighter, and his submission skills are really what makes him good. So
yeah, that was only his second finish.
Yeah, the
TKO.
And his last fight was the first.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
And
and it was crazy.
In June.
Yeah, I like that. I like the active, that he has. But the biggest problem is I don't really like bleach hair though for Kyle. I mean, if he does knockouts like that, I don't really care what he does.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that doesn't. I don't care, man. Like some shit. It's like some shit. If you're like dyeing your hair like I don't know pink or like O'Malley, that shit gets a little like comical and doesn't look cool. But like Oliveira did the blonde hair in MMA, so I guess I don't really care too much.
Oh yeah, and then the main event, of course.
That one's crazy.
That one's crazy. I talked to Elite Miles. He used to go by. He had a lot of money on Zhang, and to his credit, Zhang was dominant. Johnny Walker looked like shit until Johnny Walker didn't, and it's more on Zhang than it's on Walker. Walker was throwing leg kicks, sure, cool, but he didn't look good. He was reacting terribly. Zhang was walking him down. The biggest problem with Zhang was he was never cutting him off. So he's using all this energy, following him around, trying to get him.
He was
And it's
just
just like,
so.
dude.
It was kind of like Paulo Costa. It kind of reminded me of like Paulo Costa. Even though Paulo Costa beat Luke Rockhold, he was just like really looking for that big heavy shot, and he ended up gassing out a little bit. That's what like he thought that Walker's chin was completely compromised, and it's not. Walker just has no guard, and you know he ended up finishing Zhang with those heavy ass leg kicks. I mean, the dude's 6'6". He's the biggest light heavyweight. There's nobody bigger than Johnny Walker. He's know he's I don't God knows how much he weighs, dude. He's bigger than Pereira. Like he's
a big boy,
monster.
The problem is
what's up?
Sorry, keep going.
He is 255 pounds off season. That's like barely making the heavyweight limit. He goes down to he cuts 50 pounds to go down to 205. Dude is probably 230 something when he's in there. He's a fucking unit. The takedown attempt was comically bad, and I feel like. It's just like whenever Johnny Walker loses a bunch in a row, he just pulls something out of his ass. And I had that feeling. Yeah. And I don't know. It really sucks because China's never had a good light heavyweight or heavyweight guy.
I think Zhang will be back better. But I like I was saying with the guy that fucking Miles, Elite Division, he had a lot of money on Zhang. And I said that, dude, I have a feeling Johnny Walker is going to win. If for some reason it feels like he's gonna figure out a way to do this, this is one of those fights where it's like there's no way, and then that guy wins.
Yep.
But the problem is now for Walker's, is he gonna beat anybody above that? No. Rat Cage maybe.
You never know with Johnny Walker, dude, because he's just so fucking explosive and tricky.
He hasn't been an explosive in a long time, though. Like, he knocked out Paul Craig, but anybody can knock out Paul Craig.
I would
I don't know who he could beat. He can't beat Erie. He's not going to beat Hill. Even this Hill. He doesn't beat Roundtree. He doesn't beat Pereira and Kalaev.
No, dude. I don't know what he's gonna do. I would fight him. I want to see Walker versus Bogdan Guskov next. I think that's what I would do.
Oh, I think Guskov might flatline him.
Good. Guskov needs Guskov. He's got that ranking spot, but it's like a little. He needs a big win, man. That Krylov fight was his best one, but Krylov just got KO'd.
That was the easiest prediction of all time. Yeah, Krylov had no business being in there.
Krylov got knocked out bad, came back way too early, and got hit with the exact instead of a left, it was a right, but it was in the same fucking exchange. Then he got knocked out by Reyes. And
it's a problem,
dude. I think Bogdan really needs a signature win. I would say Walker versus Bogdan.
That's not bad. That's not bad. And if Guskov can win, it's a statement. It's a popular name on his resume. That's not bad.
Tristan said Walker versus Krylov too makes sense. It would make sense, Tristan, but he's been KO'd 2 times horribly within 3 months.
Back to back.
Needs a long time off again. I don't think Johnny Walker took 2. Johnny Walker could turn around and fight in like January, December. Like, he didn't take a shit ton of damage. He could insert himself on a lot of different cards. So I don't think that he'd want to be like on the same schedule as Krylov wants to be.
Yeah, and the one thing that Gone Later By is talking about, I don't think it was an improvement of Johnny, because you see him kind of like reacting to everything. But he was, when Zhang was standing still, he was throwing leg kicks out there.
Yeah,
I don't think that's an improvement. I just think he was throwing leg kicks when they're standing close to,
I think like Gone Later By, obviously, yeah, it is an improvement. Like he is looking like a more technical, like better fighter, chopping up the legs. His fight IQ looked good, but the reality is it's the same with Mikel Pereira. Like, maybe Mikel Pereira is improving at being like a technical fighter, but you're not good at being he's very powerful. The leg kicks chopped up, but what makes Johnny Walker good is his explosiveness. So abandoning that probably isn't gonna get him any wins, even if he's looking like a better fighter, you know.
Oh yeah. And then Raise Against said, what about Davison versus Montel Jackson? I love that fight.
Yeah, me too.
The problem is, I don't think Davison is Davison anymore. I don't think he's the champion that we know that he can be. I think Montel Jackson beats him. I don't think he finishes Davison. I think that's crazy. I like Montel Jackson.
He's going to finish him.
You think he finishes Davison?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Wow, okay. Okay.
I don't. I think Figgy's gonna get hit by one. I think Figgy's gonna get hit by one shot and be like, "Oh shit," gonna get dropped,
Well,
TKO'd.
remember,
I think
Montel Jackson didn't look great in his last fight.
no, he didn't look good in the Daniel Marcos fight,
Didn't
but
look good.
you know what? What it really depends on his grappling defense. That's what it really depends on.
Yep.
If Figgy
Yeah.
grapples, that's how he would win that fight.
It depends how determined he is, because we've seen really good performances from Davison, but we've also seen some piss poor game plan performances from Davison. So it just depends which we get. At the end of the day, Walker's unfortunately
outclassed by Jan. The Vera fight was his best win at 135. You know what's really crazy to think? He said this is his sixth fight at 135.
Already?
Yeah, this is his sixth fight. Isn't that ridiculous?
So Cheeto, Garbrandt,
Font,
Jan, Sanhagen,
and now Montel.
Oh, Montel. Holy shit.
Like, time just goes by so quick, man.
Holy moly. He's been pretty active, too, which I like, especially because he's older. I like that he's jumping back in there.
I really, you know what, dude? And this is like a fantasy matchup because I know that he can't make it anymore. But fuck, I really wish we got Figueiredo versus Joshua Van.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How do you see that Pantoja-Van fight going?
I see that going with Pantoja grapple. I think it's going to be Joshua Van. Maybe Joshua Van hits him with something nice. But, you know, and this is the thing. Joshua Van has the build to defend the takedowns. You know, like if a typical wrestler is coming at Joshua Van, he has, like, the hip control and the movements to, like, stuff their shots. But look at that Pantoja. Look at the Pantoja Kai Kara France fight. He goes 1-2. Okay, he sends you back with the 1-2, and then he comes forward and he is the only guy. DJ did this in one fight, but he is the only guy that uses a fucking blitz as a feint. He comes forward and uses the blitz. The moment you're trying to counter, shoots for the takedown. He did that multiple times.
Dude, he grabbed his leg with his own leg. He like tripped him. He blitzed and tripped him.
It's just phenomenal.
Like,
I just
what is anybody, this? Yeah.
It's just really tough for me to say that Van could defend all that grappling from.
Yep. And the biggest thing for me because I watch a lot of fights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is like with Van, like you said, I like the fact that he might be able to stop takedowns. The problem is with Pantoja, when you're fighting Pantoja doesn't even need the takedown. He can get your back. If he gets your back, you're going to the ground.
Yeah, that's
the thing that people don't understand is like he doesn't have to get a single, a double, maybe not even a trip. But if he gets your back, which every fight he gets people's back, that's where I think Van's gonna have a hard time. He might be able to defend the takedowns.
What I do really like about Joshua Van, not only like he fought twice in June, right?
Yeah,
and fucking won. I don't even. And the Brandon Royval fight was an incredible battle, right? That was an incredible fight. But I think his most impressive bout in terms of stylistically looking good against Pantoja was the Ray Tesoro fight, because he was not doing too bad.
Oh yeah,
he was not like Tesoro is a really really talented grappler.
The problem with that fight was I believe he took it on short notice. And he looked good early, but did not look good late. And you have to have that pace to keep up with Van, because
that scares me, because but he did take that one on short notice, but he's only ever been 3 rounds. That's another thing people don't realize. Pantoja's gas tank is like Pantoja and not as good as Morel, but Pantoja could go 5 rounds.
Well, like I said, with Pantoja, his biggest weapon is his ability to get a hold of the fighters.
Look at that. Erskine had that fight won, and then those championship rounds came, and that was it.
No, he had the 5th round winning, and then Pantoja gets taken down, reverses him, and then he's done.
He has a gas tank into the championship rounds. Royval, I mean the Royval fight, like he dominated him the whole time. Didn't look tired.
Oh yeah, he looked really good in that one. The Kai Kara France one is hard for me to judge because I never thought Kai Kara France had a chance in that fight. I always thought it was going to be Pantoja, just because the grappling is still not great for Kai Kara France. And if you're telling me he's going to land a big shot, well, the problem is after the Erskine fight, Pantoja said, I don't want to be taking these big shots anymore. I need to get better head movement. That's a problem for a guy like Kai France. That's a problem.
I don't think Kai France. I think he obviously should have won the Al-Bazzi fight, and then he beat Askar Askarov, and his wrestling defense actually looked like not horrible, and it looked good. It looked really
not
good.
Against Pantoja. It didn't.
Not against Pantoja. I don't.
Which is hard because it's Pantoja.
Insanely impressive the way that he dominated Kai France. I don't think anybody could dominate Kai France like that in the world.
No.
Nobody can.
Yeah, no. I just. Sorry, continue.
No, that's it. He had nothing. Pantoja could shut, and that's what worries me because Van is like a kind of similar stylistic fight to Kai France.
Yep, like I said, I do think Van, if he's ripping to the body, if he's doing all those things to Pantoja, he's going to make that fight fun. But again, the problem is Pantoja will get a hold of you. How do you deal with that in round 4, round 5?
It's not even about.
I know how Pantoja is going to.
Defense. It doesn't matter. Pantoja's grappling.
That's what I'm saying.
He's that.
Dude, Kai France was literally getting up off the ground, and Pantoja was just bringing him back. It was the craziest situation I've ever seen in my life. I've watched fights for a long time. I've never seen a guy get out, get pulled back in, get out, get put back in, without even Pantoja moving. It was like he was stuck in wet, and he was almost out and get drawn back in, almost out. It was wild to me.
That's one of the most underrated performances of 2025.
Yeah, and I also think he's so underrated. Like, I think there's people that understand what he's doing, but there's also people that are like, oh, but Rob's great. Oh my gosh, Ankalaev have the potential. And to me, it's like, dude, Pantoja.
Ankalaev makes me sick still. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And that's another fight we can talk about. I really like. I think if Pereira can have a little bit more output in general besides just defending takedowns, he wins that fight. I mean, the biggest problem that Pereira had in that fight was he wasn't throwing. He wasn't even throwing. He was defending takedowns.
Yeah.
That fight's weird to me.
I think, unfortunately, I do think that Pereira.
I just don't know what more can Ankalaev do, because that's what we've seen. That's what Ankalaev fights.
I view it like this. It's like, Ankalaev. I don't think he's even he is, in my opinion, the least dominant champion right now.
Oh yeah,
and that's the truth. Like, he was really close to getting finished by Johnny Walker in the first fight. He was really close to getting finished by Johnny Walker, and Johnny Walker is explosive. He's got power, but shit, Chimaev was never real close to getting finished by DDP, man. For me, it's not that Ankalaev is just some generational talent. It's more just like Pereira's going down the can, and that's just how it is.
Okay. Like I said, I think the biggest problem is for one, he fought a lot. He took that fight on relatively short notice because they weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
Well, I think also the biggest problem in that fight, you can see, but I think he had a hand injury. He was talking about it afterwards, which is, weird for people.
But the hand injury, I get it. But in that Yuri Prohaska fight, so fucking dominant, right?
Well, like I said, the problem is with Ankalaev, he's not throwing. Okay, so if he can throw a little bit more with combinations, he's going to do better. I don't know. I'm not saying he's 100% win.
In the Pereira fight,
but
he caught him with the same. I mean, in the Prohaska fight, caught him, finished him in the same round. Looked fantastic.
Yep.
Khalil Roundtree fight, he looked a little bit slower, more methodical, right? And he pulled the trigger later. Mm-hmm. But then he caught Khalil Roundtree and he got him. But the Ankalaev fight is like he looked more slow, more methodical, and then he couldn't pull the trigger.
I think that's what I'm talking about. Not being able to pull the trigger. Is it an age thing, or is it that he had all of these fights, all of these camps on shorter notice?
That's a good point too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, is that taking a toll on him? Because it's possible. That's what I'm saying. If he goes in there and he's motivated, which I would assume he's going to be motivated. That doesn't mean he's going to win, but I'm sure he's going to be motivated. I really like Pereira's chances in that rematch. Really like it.
I just can't see it.
Okay, that's fair. And, I will say you brought up that Roundtree fight. Dude, that combination to finish Roundtree was fucking beautiful.
That was
against the cage
last year.
Oh my God. It was like, what, 10 punches in a row as he's dipping and dodging and leaning back ever so slightly. Oh, beautiful shit, man.
For me, that was fight of the year. That was fucking amazing.
Oh God, Super Clan. What do you mean? What do you mean, sir? What are you talking about?
Sal the man? Is Supreme Clan 37? Is that Sal? From
Rampage makes a distinct. Who?
You ever hear of a Nikki MMA?
No.
He's like a Japanese content creator, and I think that's one of his people. But I might just be wrong, man. I'm wrong a lot.
He kept shitting on Roger. The wrestlers were shitting on him. It doesn't matter. You have to control yourself. I don't care if they're picking on him. I don't care anything. He punched a man that was already out cold 22 times unconscious. While he was unconscious. I don't give a fuck.
When it's pro,
I don't care.
He put his life in Raja's hands. Like, he trusted Raja not to do that. Like, this was a planned out thing. He was supposed to slam him. He was just supposed to slam him. He slammed him, and then he just fucking assaulted him.
Yeah.
Because little kids, exactly. Little kids just exposed to low input control. That's not somebody that's fit for society, unfortunately.
Agreed. And also the problem is like, you slammed him. You already did it. But he's out. You got to stop. No more. Sorry, we keep going back to that. That's why I was like, okay, we got to get a hold of this first. The guy was getting choked with his own blood and teeth. His own blood and teeth. Ooh. I've seen so many fights for so long. When I see like a street fight, I can't watch it. Those are the ones I can't watch. Because you got people running back up and punching each other when they're out. I was like, I can't do this. I can't do it.
Fights aren't as bad as that.
No, I know. But those are the ones that come up on.
That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Most street fights aren't even that fucking bad.
Or they're getting like slammed on their head, and it's like, oh my god. Yeah. Ooh. It's one of the reasons why boxing to me is not as exciting. Besides, it's not MMA. Is like you can get knocked down, and sometimes fighters get knocked down and they're fine. Other times, though, they're knocked down, they're hurt. Probably should stop it. Oh, let's do it again. Oh, we got knocked down again. Okay, now you have 3 times. It bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
He heard he was hospitalized and said that. Yeah.
But I feel you.
Would never go skydiving? Hell no. Absolutely not.
I'd go skydiving for sure.
I do not like heights. No fucking thank you.
I don't mind heights at all, dude. You gotta live.
I can't do it.
I want an MMA fight. You got in the cage. You put your life on the line. You fought somebody, but you're scared of heights. What the hell?
Yep. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You agreed to have your life. You agreed to have a fist fight where you could have been slammed on your head.
I was slammed on my head, actually.
You were. You could have all these risks. You could have your arm broken. You could have your face cracked. But you won't go skydiving?
No.
Bro, so you're fearless as long as you're on the ground.
As long as I'm on the ground, yes.
Yeah,
correct. I don't want to go bungee jumping. I don't want to go fucking zip lining. I don't want to do none of that shit.
Come on, you gotta go zip.
No. You see the fucking girl that got her hair caught in it? No fucking thing.
Don't even tell me that.
No fucking thank you. I think something we should talk about is that fucking Chimaev fight.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Chimaev is okay. One thing that pissed me off is like Robert Whittaker being like, "Oh man, if you think this is boring, go watch boxing." And I was like, dude, it's just like it's a boring fight. All right, it was a boring fight, but like obviously I could respect the fucking insane. It is an insane skill level. Skill level. It took insane skill level to do that to Dricus Duplessis. I mean, I knew that Hazmat would be dominant, but like Dricus had one moment in the 5th, and that's it.
And you want to talk about why he had that moment?
Why do you think he had that moment?
Because stupid ass fucking Mock Guard stood him for no goddamn reason.
He also
twice.
He had like this weird like hip, like he kept like doing this thing. You ever see Shawn Michaels like do his kip up after he hits a sweet chin music? He kept
Yeah,
like
yeah,
doing that. Like, he kept
yeah.
like trying to like buck his hips up, and it worked once, and he had Hazmat's back, but
Yep.
he was nowhere near even getting that choking.
No.
The whole fight, Hazmat just had him. Hazmat just treated him like a rag doll, and that's the best middleweight in the world. Chimaev absolutely destroyed him. But honestly, you said that Bogdan Krylov pick was the easiest in the world. For me,
Yeah.
if you pick Dricus Duplessis, how and why? I've been picking
Okay.
Hazmat Chimaev destruction for months. You know,
Okay.
it's too much of a skill gap to be. You know, watch his scrambles against Derek Brunson and tell me Hazmat Chimaev is gonna let him do that.
hmm Well, I picked Dricus, and I'll tell you why I picked him.
Okay.
Uh, for
And
one, I knew Dricus was going to get taken down. So maybe that was my fault for picking Dricus in the first place, because if you get taken down, you're going to have problems. The biggest thing I thought Dricus would do was I thought Dricus would make Chimaev work, even if he's being taken down, because I knew he would. Like he said in a bunch of interviews, you can't let him just recover. You have to make him work. You have to do this. You have to do that. So, okay, I think he's going to do that. He's done everything he said he's going to do so far in the UFC. I've doubted him for a long time until the last couple of years or so. The problem is for one, I didn't think it was a boring fight. I thought I was on the edge of my seat the entire time because I was waiting. I was like, okay, well, what's going to happen now? He has him in a crucifix. How the fuck is Dricus going to get out of this? Oh, okay. Also, it should have been 4, or at least 3 10-8 rounds. 1 is fucking ridiculous. It was domination.
yeah,
Again, I thought Dricus was going to make him work even in bad positions. He didn't. That's why Hamzat's cardio looked a little bit better than typically does, because he didn't have to work. He was 3 steps ahead of Dricus, and he's in position where he wants to be. He looked a little bit tired in the 5th round, of course, because it's been 4.5 rounds now. And then Dricus gets the back and does all these things, but he should have never been there. Mark Goddard stood up a fucking fight that had no business being stood up because he's in a dominant position. So, like I said, I knew Hamzat was going to get him down. I just thought Dricus would make him work, and then we would see Dricus work, and he didn't. He didn't work.
Hear about the stand up because Hazmat was in a dominant position, but he was making no attempts to like advance it. He was only getting shots.
The problem to me with that statement is like, if my goal is to get someone down and I have him down, it's on the other guy to get up. It's on him to work because I have him where I want him to be. If I have the back,
yeah, go ahead.
Sure. But if I have the dominant position that I game plan for or that I want, why the hell are you standing me up if he's not doing his job? Because you're helping him. You're resetting it for him. You know,
I think it's just like, if you're not working on the ground, you got to deal with the consequences of that, because ultimately, like, people you're not really fighting if you're just holding a guy down. Like, that's good, but that's a wrestling match. It's like, I don't know. I don't mind stand-ups when guys aren't advancing, dominant positions or well, my problem is like, other than in the 4th round when he had those elbows, he wasn't really trying to finish him with the ground and pound. It was just like pitter-patter shots to the ear. And I understand why that wouldn't get separated, but I don't know. You gotta like attempt to go for a finish if you don't want to get stood up. That's
my thing is,
but I understand yours too. That's a lot of people think like that.
Yeah. My thing is like, if Dricus would have moved, he defended the submissions when Hamzat tried to, but it's like, okay, now wait, I'm gonna stay dominant. If Dricus can move and then I get a better position, okay, cool. But I have the position. Like, he would have tried more submissions or other ground transitions and stuff if Dricus moved. Dricus wasn't moving, which made it a stalemate. You know what I mean? But it's on Dricus. It's like if I hold a guy against the cage and that's where I want him to be, it's not my job to make that fight exciting. I have you where I want you to be. It's on the other guy to get out of that position. Or strike, or do whatever it is, but I have you where I want you. So that's where it's a gray line for me, or gray area for me.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even argue against that. Yeah, it is kind of like a gray area, because it's like at one point it's like, hey, it's up to you make the fight exciting. But also, if neither of them are going to be working, then I think it could be up to the referee still. But that's just my different perspective than you have.
Yeah. Well, because like even if like Hamza crucifix, but he wasn't throwing punches, you can't stand him up. I mean, he's in a crucifix. It's just it's like if the referee would have stood up fucking Volk in Islam in that 4th round when he completely dominated, but he had his back. It's like, what, you can't stand that fight up. He has the dominant position. It's the same thing with Hamza.
He had the crucifix. I think the issue was he had the crucifix for such a long time and didn't do anything with it.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that's
such a dominant position. You can't stand him up because that's help. That's getting Dracus out of a potential fight-ending position.
But like if you have a dominant position, but you don't really work from it, it's really, for me, it kind of stops being a dominant position. You're just laying there, landing these clear cutter shots. It's a dominant position in theory, but in execution, he wasn't really doing anything. That's kind of my perspective.
Okay.
But I totally understand yours. I could respect that sentiment too. That's it's not like it's something where it's like, there's just one way to think about that. It's just to each their own.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Get some here. Hamzat's cardio was insane. That's even worse. DDP looked like he got scratched by a kitten. We're all concerned about the later rounds, but yeah, he stayed fresh. He stayed fresh because he was in a dominant position where he wanted it to be for 5 rounds. There wasn't a whole lot of blood, but Dracus' face definitely looked lumpy. It should have looked lumpy. He threw 500 shots?
Yeah, I was going to say, he threw 557 shots all to the ear. I know.
Whether they're pity patty or not, it doesn't fucking matter.
No, that's dude. You've been hit in the ear, dude. That's the worst shit.
Yeah, it's more annoying than anything.
It's like it's the worst because like your ear is soft, so it like cuts way more easy. Mm-hmm. It's irritated more easy.
Yeah. Oh, and then right after the fight, we got fucking Fluffy RDR announced.
Not a fan of that.
I love the fight personally. I think it's a great matchup, but I think RDR is in serious trouble. I think Fluffy is a fucking menace, especially against a guy like RDR.
I'm not a fan of that because Chimaev wanted to turn around again this year, and the UFC told him no. And that just makes no sense because the whole issue with Chimaev and the reason he's not like the big megastar yet is because of his activity. And he's ready to turn around, and you're telling him, no, you can't? That's insane. Yeah. Why? And I don't like it because I think RDR versus Chimaev could have been like a pay-per-view main event, and it could have been an insanely stacked card. I
think the problem if Chimaev fights RDR, to be honest, is I don't trust RDR's cardio. I think he'll look good early. I don't think he'll look good late.
I think Chimaev would beat anybody in the division. I think that I don't think there's a single real question mark for me right now because Fluffy.
There is one for me.
If Fluffy beats Chimaev, it would have to be on the feet.
Oh, for sure.
And Fluffy's kickboxing is really good. I don't really think, and it was insanely impressive what he did to Roman Dolidze, but I also think Roman Dolidze is not that skilled. I agree very highly, so it's like
I agree.
A two-edged sword for me, but yeah.
I agree. Yeah, the one question mark for me is Borello because he can grapple. That's the one question for me. The way that Chimaev fought Dracus, I don't think he gets those positions easy with Borello. Borello's a big boy. He's strong. And guess what? He can fucking grapple.
He can.
Even if we're not even talking about his striking, he can fucking grapple. Like, that's where he wants to be anyways. That's the one fight where I'm like, okay. I want to see that. Because he has switches. He has reversals. He has all of these things. That's the one and only fight. Do I think... Okay. I think Fluffy could give Hamzat a hard time, but again, I don't trust Fluffy to win that fight. Same thing with RDR. Same thing.
Yep. I don't. Kiao could be an interesting one, but we gotta see. I think he's gonna destroy Imavov, in my opinion. Yep. I don't think Imavov. Like if you probably. I watched that fight with Brendan Allen. And I was like, wait a second, Brendan. Like I watched that back. I was like, well, hold up a second. I know you finished him, but Brendan Allen just was winning some exchanges on the feet. That's not good. He's a
Nope.
fucking grappler.
Yep.
He was getting outstruck by Andre Muniz. All right, so
Yep.
I don't like Imovov's chances in that one, and I'm not
Yep.
really sold on Imavov.
Yeah.
Baralho is really interesting. I know that he can grapple, but he
Yep.
hasn't really put it on display against a super high level guy yet. Because he just struck in the Cannoneer fight. So I can't wait to see if he shows off like those folds of his games against Imavov and Paris.
Absolutely. Chris, yo, you probably already talked about it, but what do you think about the Raj situation? Fucking awful. You can rewind a little bit on the stream, and we talked about it at the beginning of the stream. I'm gonna bet 12K on Gastelum or Gustafsson.
Shit. I mean, I'm not gonna bet 12K on anything, but you know,
I think he beats up Renat.
Renat has to really pray that he's not out. He ain't out striking Gastelum. It's just a really bad stylistic fight, especially now that we saw Salikov absolutely shred Liao apart. Really bad look for Renat. Renat's stocks are at an all-time low right now.
I think that's going to make Liao better as long as he takes the time to recover. But that was like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? This fight is gift wrapped for you to fucking win. Yeah. Why are you walking in with your face?
Renat's a weird one.
Yep.
Because he
kicks suspended Raj's account. Shocker.
Renat's so fucking wild because he is at one point he was ranked at welterweight and he had lost his ranking, won 2 more fights, and now he's ranked below Kevin Holland.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's not ranked anymore. Now Kevin Holland's 15, he's below that.
Holy shit. Well, it's because they realized that he did not win against Liao. I know you thought it was close. I know you thought he had him won, but it was a close fight.
The Dalby fight, he got that was a pretty close one too.
Yep, and the Santos one. That could have been a draw. Probably should have been.
It was a draw.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, there's an argument that it should have went to fucking Santos. Or it's Daleski dos Santos.
Hanad is a very lucky 24-2.
Yes. It's like how we feel about fucking Gamrot.
Yeah, that 24-2 could easily be 21-5, you know.
Yep. That's for sure 100% true. Yeah. And then next we have the Kyle Borello, fucking Imavov. That's the card that's coming up here soon.
Well, we got Contender Series tomorrow.
Yes, we do. There's a dude that I had watched a couple interviews on. Darian Abbey.
Oh yeah, I know Darian Abbey. Yeah, I've talked to him on Instagram before. He's Dino MMA. He is an absolute legend. He is a bare knuckle veteran. Wins over Alex Nicholson, who's a former UFC star. He's coming in on this one on short notice. If you guys watch the weigh-ins or you guys know anything about Abbey, they call him the dinosaur for a reason. That man is. He says he's 6'6". He's bigger than 6'6", man. He's got to be 6'7", 6'8". He is a fucking giant, but he's ripped. I like he's 265, hitting that heavyweight limit every time. Dante Johnson is a very interesting one to me because he is
5-0.
He is not really.
He's not a heavyweight at all.
He's not going to be up to that size. He used to fight a heavyweight against Adam Poulin, but even then he was 234, right? Yeah, I bet on Abbey against Alex Nicholson. But other than that, no, I haven't bet on Darian Abbey. Dante Johnson, this is where I kind of I'm a little not sure about this one. He just fought in July, but his fight, I don't know how to explain this one, but your first couple fights, man. I'm not saying they're fake, but they're fake. You go up against a guy that's 3-11. That 3-11 guy, he is there knowing he's gonna lose before the fight starts. And he's gonna lose on purpose. People don't like to talk about that, but Jay Ellis, if you ever heard of that, or Rishi.
Oh, I've heard of him. I've heard of him.
Fights on purpose, especially in the early part of your career. And the reason that coaches do that is to build confidence, because they're not confident in their athlete to dominate guys, like that by themselves without getting a nudge. So I'm not
Yep.
sure about Dante Johnson. And the reason I'm really not sure is because he's not a grappler. He's a striker.
Yes.
And he's going to have a
Yes.
7-inch height disadvantage. His
And reach. Crazy's reach. Yeah.
the reach disadvantage, I don't know what it is. I don't have.
I'll tell you here in a second.
Yeah, if you could pull that up. Because I just know Darion Abbey's got a massive reach. And being 5'11",
Oh yeah, he's 6 inches taller. It doesn't
Yeah.
say the reach, of course. Of course it doesn't. Actually, Darian Abbey's a plus 235.
Yeah, if y'all want to bet on him, dude. He's a big ass man.
The problem I see with Darian Abbey is, for one, he gets hit a little bit too much. His
Gets hit a
chin
lot.
is weird. His chin is weird. He's been finished 3 times. But again, that's the style he plays with. Yeah, he's been finished 3 times.
A lot of the finishes. Early on in his career, he got finished, but the Tim Johnson fight and the Steve Maury fight is just because he has a big grappling deficit. There's reasons why he goes to Game Bread FC and Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship and does shit like that. He is the type of guy that likes to stand and bang, and that's what he does. And
I just rewatched that fucking Maui fight.
Yeah.
I just watched that because I was doing some tape stuff on Abbey, and he looked good. His striking looked good. He just rushed it, and Maui won. Maury, whatever his fucking name is.
The big tall guy from Bellator.
Yeah. He looks pretty good, but I think DDP can bounce back, but he'll never beat Hamzat. True. If females would have had a fight like that, the females would be crucified in the post-fight analysis.
Yeah.
Yes. DDP is athletic and explosive. He's just not overly skilled at any particular discipline. He might decline. Only time will tell. That's true. Didn't do too much damage to Duplessis' face. DDP's ears have a lot of scar tissue. Well, his cheeks and stuff were red and cut up a little bit. Don't cut easy. That's fair.
You looking forward to Alec Lorenz?
Alec Lorenz.
Alec Lorenz is going to be fighting, and he's an American. He's an interesting guy. Big ginger, light heavyweight.
No, but I watched the guy that he's fighting. He's interesting. Interesting. That doesn't mean he's good.
I think Yukayev is going to win against Alec.
Yep.
Pretty confident.
Yep. He fought a 7-0 guy, 5-2, 5-1. He's interesting. He's the wild card of that.
Damn, he's a minus 1,000 favorite.
Yes.
Which I find
now, you know who's my lock?
Who's your lock?
And a lot of it is because of the weigh-ins and how they looked. And obviously I watched both guys, but Christian Perez.
Yeah. Christian Perez is really good. I
like him a lot.
I never really have locks because anything could happen, but
yeah,
as much as I don't know, dude. As much as Christian Perez is good, Manuel Souza is fucking really good as well. He's really
the problem with Souza is he's good early, but as the fight continues to go, he slows down. And like a guy like fucking the guy that I'm talking about, Christian Perez, he doesn't. And I think he can catch Souza in bad positions later in the fight. He also had big power, big power, accurate.
Souza has
very accurate.
Souza has
but he's more explosive. Of course, if he wins, it's early, but I think the problem with him is that explosiveness doesn't always work.
I think this could be the best fight of Contender Series.
Well, you watch the Archie Cologne fight. It's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's another thing. It's Christian Perez isn't going to press the grappling against Manuel Souza.
Sure, but I think he's going to make him uncomfortable later in the fight.
But if you're confident in Christian Perez, I would take that underdog. Obviously, because Manuel Souza knocked out Mauricio Hufi, everybody's picking Souza. He's the minus 270 favorite. But if you watch, you probably would have Christian Perez as the favorite. If it wasn't for that Hufi fight, I believe Christian Perez would probably be the favorite. But Christian Perez isn't really as tested. I don't know.
That's fair.
That's fair. Really good. He's really, really good. He's never fought anybody like an Archie Colgan. And you want to be Manuel Souza did slow down at the end of that fight, but he's never fought anybody even close to that good. Like he's in Bellator, PFL, CFFC. I see LFA. Christian Perez was fighting in Combate Global, which isn't a terrible. It's not a bad promotion at all, but it's not quite on that level of competition or matchmaking. So
That's
I
fair.
don't know. I really do like both of these guys, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't have. I'm not confident. I can't do a lock, but I just know it's going to be a fucking banger fight.
Yep. And also, if you watch that fucking Rufy fight, it's weird because Rufy it just isn't moving his head, and then he gets pinned against the cage, and the guy catches him.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, your face isn't moving. What are we talking about?
Damon Wilson, Marcio Barboza. Who do you have in that one?
I have Damon Wilson. Oh no, Mauricio Barboza. That's who that is. Yeah, I just watched him fight fucking. Oh, Gabriel Santos finished him. I just watched him fight somebody. I can't remember, but I really liked him.
He fought on LFA last year, and
okay,
he looked pretty good.
And then John, he was fighting the UFC. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I like him. I like him to win that matchup. Mauricio Barboza.
Yeah, I don't blame
Yeah.
you. Damon Wilson lost by decision to like a 14-11 guy.
Yes.
Which isn't a good look.
Oh, that's the guy that was from the UFC. I believe Ortega submitted him. I think in his UFC debut got changed to a no contest.
Who? John De Jesus?
Yes, I believe that's the same guy.
I think it's a different John De Jesus. But yeah. Let's see. He fought Bill Algeo. He lost to Billy.
Yeah, it is a different guy. My bad.
There's so many fucking fighters, man. And then some of them got the same names now. It's so
yeah, different. I'm pretty sure Ortega fought a guy. It's his no contest that he has because he popped for marijuana, which whatever.
You know what's crazy?
Mike Delatorre, that's who that is. My bad.
You remember Aaron the Model Phillips?
Yeah, that's the fucking guy Gaston Bolanos debuted against, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah.
You know he fought on the regional scene and he got knocked out by a 7-9 guy, like last month. Yeah,
late last month.
Guy. Yeah, dude.
Holy shit!
Have like that. The first round versus Jack Shore, and then fighting Gaston Bolanos and being in the UFC to getting finished by Robert Casper is so fucking.
Hold
crazy.
on a second. We're gonna look at this.
Yeah.
What's his name? Robert. Right here. Holy hell.
Such a big ass win for Robert Casper.
Yeah, 30 years old, 7-9 though. Phil, what are you doing?
He started his career 2-6.
Who did?
Robert Casper.
Whoa. Okay.
The fact he's doing what he's doing now is crazy. Not fucking knocking out.
What the fuck? He caught him with a. Okay, Jesus Christ.
No, you're watching the fight?
Yeah, he got hit like on the right side of his temple, hurt him, and then the guy flurried him and knocked him out cold. Yeah. Wow.
Probably retirement for Phillips, right?
Yeah. Will you please get rid of this fucking thing? This comment? What do you think about it?
Conor will beat whoever he's faced at the White House. I don't think he's going to fight at the White House. I don't think McGregor's ever fighting again. So I don't think you got to worry about that.
What? The fuck?
Is that you?
Jesus Christ. Will you admit it, please? No. Conor is never fighting again.
Why would he be? You're implying that like whoever he fights at the White House, he's 100% going to beat.
Sounds to me like you're another McGregor hater.
So what if it was Makhachev at the White House? I think he would finish Makhachev. He's going to beat Makhachev.
Oh my God, no.
Poirier, you think? I would. You know what, dude? I would love for the UFC. I don't care, dude. I just love for the UFC to say fuck it and just do Poirier versus McGregor or some shit.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Open. I could imagine that could like open up the Paramount card or some shit.
And then that's the one fight Connor like wobbles him. People have hope, and then Taporia sleeps him.
Dude, could you? And Taporia is gonna stand and bang. He's gonna be nervous. Imagine Connor. Yeah, dude.
Yep.
That'd be crazy.
That's the one time Connor's gonna look okay and he's gonna finish Taporia. That'd be the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Coked up Connor finishing Taporia. Oh god damn it.
It's crazy.
Oh my god.
It's happening. No, it's not happening.
No, it's not happening. Hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, it would be cool.
Paul's Aiden. Oh yeah, the stupid fucking Jake Paul tank fight. Dude.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I forgot that existed for a second. Unfortunately, I've been around.
Such a bullshit fight.
What's gonna happen? What do you think is gonna happen?
It's an exhibition, so they're not knocking each other out. Otherwise, they do. I think Gervonta Davis flatlines Jake Paul. He's the better boxer. He has more power. Obviously, Jake Paul has a reach. Sure, cool.
He don't got more power than Jake Paul.
You don't think Gervonta Davis has more power than Jake Paul?
No, he's like 135, bro.
Yeah, but look at the people he knocks out. He knocks them dead.
He would not knock. Yeah, no, dude. Jake Paul.
I think so.
Pounds.
Yeah, that doesn't mean if he got to his face, he couldn't knock him out. Of course, he's shorter than him. That's why they couldn't get an actual fight.
Jake Paul lands one real punch on Gervonta Davis. If he lands clean on Gervonta Davis is that's not good.
I don't think he's landing clean. That's why I said he's a better boxer.
I don't think
it's clean, sure, but
is going to be knocking Jake Paul out before Jake Paul.
I think he knocks out Jake Paul.
We got size like we got weight divisions for a reason. I don't.
Well, yeah, no, that's why it's an exhibition fight for sure. He has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 KOs. From
John Lineker's got a lot of KOs too. I wouldn't pick him against Sean Strickland.
He's not a boxer like Tank Davis is. Tank Davis is a better boxer.
I want to pick him to fight in Muay Thai against fucking Sean Strickland.
Well, I think if he could get to Sean Strickland, he'd probably knock him out because he has more power than Strickland does. Strickland has reach, but
that's true. But I think that Howard is not. No way, dude. That does not translate to that much weight.
Sure. Strickland messed up Duplessis' face more than Chimaev did. Well, it was the jab, I think, the first 2 rounds, but that's fair. That's fair. Oh, and then
you've trained with smaller guys, right?
Who?
You've trained with smaller guys.
Yeah.
And bigger guys. Smaller guys hit way.
Dude, I trained with Wineland, and if that guy hit me, I'm bigger than Wineland. That guy's power translates. That guy's power, everything he did was powerful. Everything.
Yeah, but like the bigger guys hit harder. Always.
Oh, 100%.
At least
I'm saying Tank Davis is a better boxer all around than Jake is. So if he can get on the inside and connect on Jake, he's going to KO Jake. Well, I don't think on the outside.
Now I'm fucking invested in this fight. Do you watch a lot of boxing, by the way?
Not really. I am insanely excited for Crawford Canelo. I think it's fucking incredible. I think Bud's and Canelo's awesome. It's not one's better than the other. But I fucking love that fight. I will be streaming both of them.
I'm really looking forward to Moses Satamo's next fight.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of what I'm looking for.
He has more power than Strickland in the respective division, but if Strickland hits a 135er clean, he's sleeping them like he's Lineker. Again, I agree if he can connect. I think the better boxer should win if he doesn't get hit clean. Jake Paul's okay at distance, but we've seen what happens if you rush him. He shells up. So I like Tank Davis. If they're actually going to box, they're probably not going to. It's an exhibition.
Yeah, I think it's going to be some bullshit. Probably.
It's going to be bullshit. It's going to be bullshit. I fucking hate that stuff. Also, Salt Poppy, Tony Ferguson. Oh, God, it's hurting me.
I mean, you want me to be honest? If Tony Ferguson's going to fight, that's the level that he's on right now. So
sure, but I think Salt Poppy knocks out Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson's not a boxer. He's not a striker. He's a funky, weird MMA guy.
Neither Salt Poppy, really. I don't
sure, but this version of Tony at 41 years old, I do not like him fighting anybody, especially a guy that's boxing.
I don't like that either. I think he's going to fucking get like knocked the fuck out pretty bad.
Yep.
It's gonna be disgusting. It's gonna be so bad, man. It's gonna be so bad.
Yeah.
God, I know.
I'm 6'3" as an amateur and making my pro debut in October and gonna call Raja out after every fight until he takes it.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to fight him through the prison cell, but I feel you.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited for that. And then we have really good cards this year too. You know, Marab, Corey, Pereira, Ankalaev. I know there's more, but I'm blanking right now. But that card's huge.
I made some card like making videos, and I like I like
Yep.
those cards way more than I like the real ones, man.
Okay.
I really wish we got like I don't know. I hope we got some fun fights coming up. You know,
I really like the card that's in Paris.
Yeah, the Paris
I like that one. I like. Here, let me pull that up real quick. UFC. I think the last bad card we had that actually turned out not really to perform was the Roundtree Hill card. That card was a lot of boring decisions, but I thought the main event was all right. I didn't think Hill was going to look good, and he didn't. Oliveira Viziv, dude, I fucking hope Oliveira grapples. I'm so tired of seeing him get finished. I'm so tired of it.
Yeah.
Ugh. Olberg Reyes, who do you have in that one?
I think the last card I was in I mean, the UFC 318 card was good all around, but maybe I don't think the Teixeira Lewis card was particularly my favorite.
Which card?
Teixeira Lewis. I saw a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I was good for Jake Matthews, I guess, but Edward Moore, Lauren Murphy, that was fucking awful.
Your boy popped for PEDs.
Yeah, I'm aware. He is a criminal. He's been a criminal.
Yeah.
You know about that? You know about his armed robbery?
No.
Alvin Hines armed robbery.
Oh, God.
You didn't know about it? Yeah, maybe you'll become a fan of him because he got crimes like John Jones.
Oh, God. He doesn't have a long history of fucking dominance in the cage. Yikes.
He's got a big ass head, though.
Yes, he does. I'll tell you what, he looked good in that third round. I was a fan, but now I know why he looked good.
He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter. I don't know why he did that. That was fucking so stupid.
Yeah, that's not good. Looking at the Teixeira card, I thought Wonderboy got absolutely fucking robbed.
Yeah,
Steve Garcia looked good. I was not shocked at all when Morgan knocked out Nate. I picked that.
Yeah.
Trino beating Lane, thank the fucking Lord. Get Lane out of the UFC.
But like, why is that on the main card of anything?
Oh, I agree. I thought they delivered pretty well.
Tukos Tafa, that was a dream.
That was awful. That was awful. There no business being on the main card.
Not a fan of Chris Curtis, Max Griffin either. That wasn't a great one.
I like Chris Curtis, but I know people don't like him. I like his fighting style a lot.
I like his fighting style as well. He's just outside of the cage. He's pretty fucking annoying. Yeah,
I mean, some things he has a point to be upset about, like the Gaslam thing that he was complaining about. He was headbutted. He's correct to be upset about that. It changed the third round.
Sportsman-like conduct at age 37. Sorry, I don't.
Sure. That's fair.
It happens. You get screwed sometimes. It sucks, but have some. Conduct yourself like a fucking sportsman.
Yeah. And then this one, Andre Petroski versus Cam Rouston. I really, really like that matchup. It's all going to depend if Rouston can defend takedowns against Petroski.
I think Rouston's awesome as fuck, man.
He is. He was great.
That's such a tough fucking debut. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The striking defense is not good on Andre, so I'll pick Cam. But if he gets him down and holds him for 3 rounds, I wouldn't be surprised.
Bro, Andre Petroski is what, like 9-2? He's 8-3 in the UFC, and you're giving him Cam Rosen. That's his first fight. Jesus Christ.
Well, Cam said he wanted to fight. And did you hear what Dana said about that?
What did he say?
In the post fight or whatever, Dana said, "I know you told the matchmakers you wanted to fight. They said they can't because they had already had like 16 fights."
Oh yeah.
And Dana's like, "Fuck that! You're gonna fight in Perth." I was like, "Hell yeah!"
One. He put another
17
one on the card. Do you know that?
Yep.
Luke
It was.
Oh no, he put two. He put Louis Sutherland, Justin Tafa, and he put Brandon Parashuk and Alicia Ellison. He just signed them both straight up.
Yep.
Hey,
And that was Dana's call. Because the matchmaker was like, no, we have too many fights. And Dana's like, no, they're fighting. Okay, Dana.
And you know
Thank
why?
you. Appreciate you.
You know why I don't mind that too? Because there's going to be pullouts.
Oh, 100%.
There's always pullouts.
100%.
So I don't mind.
Yep. And even if there's not, cool. I'm here for it. Jack Jenkins versus Ramon Tavares. That fight's going to be fucking awesome. Who shoots first?
Probably Tavares.
Yeah. I think he's the technical better boxer, but I think Jack has more power. But that fight's going to be fireworks.
That's cool. That's really cool that they signed Louis Sutherland. That's really sick.
Yep. Jake Matthews versus Neil Magny. Jesus Christ.
I'm picking Jake Matthews at this point.
Yeah. The problem is will we ever see that version of Jake that finished Andre Filio? I thought that version of Jake Matthews looked fucking incredible.
My boy, he beat Louis Sutherland, and then he got robbed in a decision. And I feel bad because he was like probably next up on the UFC's list. His name's Moreno.
Who are you talking about?
He's a regional heavyweight named Moreno Kakapur. He got robbed in a title fight, but if he didn't, he probably would have been in the UFC already.
Sutherland just got signed to the UFC.
Yeah, I know. One of the guys that beat Sutherland. His only real loss was Mario Pinto. And the other two fights, he was completely fucking robbed. And it's just it sucks that it happened to him. He should be 13.
Oh, Kakapur?
Yeah.
33 years old. 9 finishes. Goddamn. Okay.
Dude, he has the best leg kicks at heavyweight. He has
Mario Pinto's. He worried me in that Austin Lane fight, but he got the job done. So
Mario Pinto's good, but I just watched Shah Kamali lose on the like Mario Pinto's main training partner. His name's Shah Kamali. Shah Kamali just lost to this guy named Mia Frillick, like out of nowhere, and I was like, damn. So I'm a little bit worried about those Tiger Muay Thai heavyweights.
Mia, you said?
It's MIHA.
MIHA.
And then if you type, he's probably the best regional heavyweight that's not signed to a major organization. Mia Frillick.
Oh, Frillick right there.
Yeah, he's 5.
There's a draw.
Yeah.
Oh, he hasn't lost yet.
No, he hasn't lost, and he's finished everybody in the first round.
Okay.
He finished all of his wins. Sorry, by knockout.
Okay.
All of his wins are by knockout.
Okay. I think he should have a little bit of a step up. Please don't bring him to the UFC right now. Please. Please.
He's like,
Please.
He looks like
Jesus.
he's like 37, dude. He looks like he's
I'm looking at him. He looks old.
Dude,
he's
26.
Holy shit.
He's the oldest.
He looks like a smaller, a thinner version of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, he does. He does look like.
That's what he looks like. I'm 100% betting Jonathan McAuliffe over Oben Elliott. I think Elliott wins that fight. I think losing the way he did his last one, I think Elliott's going to be on a revenge tour.
Depends if McAuliffe. I don't know. It depends on the grappling.
That's exactly what it depends on. You're right. I didn't think McAuliffe looked great at all in the regional scene. I watched a couple of his fights before his UFC debut. Yeah. And then his debut, he just fucking head kicked the whole time and got the job done. So I looked stupid on that one. But the stuff I watched, he didn't look good.
That's understandable.
He didn't look good. Huh?
Oh, so yeah, that's an understandable take.
Yeah. Roach Tank too. Yeah, that fight has to happen as well. McAuliffe works little bro in grappling. I think Elliott's a better grappler than McAuliffe. McAuliffe might be a longer, better striker, but Elliott's better on the ground than McAuliffe is. I think so.
I'm not a fan of fucking Oban Elliott.
No, I was really happy when he fucking flatlined Befez, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I know, Bazil Hafez.
I was so happy when he finished him. I thought Mickey Gall beat him. That's how crazy that the MMA world is.
He almost beat him. He was close.
Well, I thought the decision could have went Mickey Gall's way. That's how close that fight was. I was like, oh, did Mickey Gall pull this off? The fuck?
I don't hate that. I don't know.
I don't know. I like Mickey Gall a lot. I'm a fan. Obviously, he's not good.
Obviously,
I know,
being
but
from Jersey, I'm a big fan of Gall too.
yeah. Jesus Christ, Tristan. Careful of your words, my guy.
What do you say?
This.
Oh, okay. All right then.
Yeah. And then you see it. Oh yeah, Oldberg Reyes. I love that fight. I think Dominic Reyes wins.
I think
Gotta be honest.
I don't know. I think
You want to know the reason why I think Reyes wins?
why do you think
Oldberg has looked like shit in his last few fights besides the Alonzo fight. He's looked lethargic. He has not looked good.
He hasn't looked good, but I think this is the time when Reyes just gets his chin cracked again, and we're all like,
That's possible. That's possible. Or Dominic Reyes brings the fight to Oldberg, doesn't allow him to find his counter shots, and beats him up. But because the one guy that Oldberg fought, who was that? The Korean guy, Dao Jung.
Mm-hmm.
He looked like shit. Yes, he got the finish. He did not look good in that fight.
Yeah.
Uzdemir fight, he didn't look great. Jan fight, he didn't look good. Yeah, he did. Yeah, did not look good. And then you're fighting a guy like Reyes who has all of his confidence back.
Yeah.
Held down to 185, not a fucking chance. No way. He should. No fucking way. No way.
He's too big. He's too fat.
He's too big.
Yeah,
it really sucks with Hill because I really think his career would be different if that Achilles injury didn't happen. That shit fucked him. He doesn't move like he used to, and it's an Achilles injury. We understand, but that's the fact.
I mean, we say that, but he also has a noticeable change in physique. Just saying.
Well, he does have a noticeable change in physique, but again, a lot of it might be because he can't move the way he used to. I mean, that might be what it is. He might not be able to be explosive. He might not be able to shift the way he wants to.
I just think he's a fat ass, but yeah.
I mean,
and he's not even like he. It's not like, oh man, this guy's just so comically out of shape. It's just like we saw him in shape, and now he's not anymore. So
yeah. I like I said, I wonder what his ability to train is after that injury. I wonder what it is because that's when his physique changed. It was after the injury.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
Jake Matthews, Magny. Jake Matthews. But yeah, I know you have to go to work, so I do appreciate you being on, buddy.
Thank you for having me on, dude. Once again, okay, so one more question because I might not be on for a while. Just your pick right now. You're taking Baralho.
Yes.
Tend to take Baralho too. How about Hoofy versus Sandini? Who are you gonna pick?
God damn it. I think the fight's gonna be tougher than people think. I think Ruffy could finish him for sure. But I'm very curious to see what Saint Denis can do with the grappling. If he gets a hold of Ruffy, he might be able to do some really good stuff.
I'm going with Mauricio Hoofy. Thank you for having me, MMA Now. It's been a great one. Have a good one, my guy.
You too. Have a good night.
Peace out, brother.
But I do appreciate you guys. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll do another stream tomorrow. Thank you. And as always, peace.